Hey guys, I want to make a quick video on this compressor. There's some guys online that have been having some issues trying to put one of these cooler systems on and getting to work and having pressure problems and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to kind of quick run back over my system because I've not literally have any problems with it other than I had the hose blow off that one time, and since I put that hydraulic hose on there I've had no more issues. Now I've never really drained this compressor all the way. I drained the just any water, residual water I had in it off before, but today is the first time I've actually emptied this compressor because I wanted to see how long it takes to go from zero air pressure all the way up to whatever it shuts off at 150 or whatever it is. But so anyway, I was going to kind of go over this real quick and show you my setup one more time. I've got this, well, first of all, I've got the line that comes out of the motor here, comes over, and it drops into this hydraulic line that I had built. Now this thing right here, that's probably 1/4 inch, so it drops. So you talk about any restrictions, that's probably going to be, that'd be a huge restriction. But anyway, so it drops down to that, comes through, goes on over, goes up, and goes into my condenser. Now this condenser, these fins on here are probably 1.5 inches or 2 inches wide all the way across and all the way back, and that condenser is probably 1.5 foot, 2 foot maybe long, and it's got multiple, you can see all the way down through there. It's pretty good size. I mean, it's actually for a car, I believe. Then it comes out the bottom there, goes into that hose, comes down into that hard line, and of course you guys knew I run that down into a bucket of water, come back up, and now this deal here is a 3/4 inlet and outlet. And what I did on this is I opened this as far open as it'll go, so it doesn't ever regulate any pressure. I mean, it's going to go as high as it can go. So yeah, this is cranked as far open as I could get it, because like I said, I wasn't looking to regulate any pressure. I actually want as much pressure as I can get to go into the tank. So I just cranked this, I think, counterclockwise until it opened all the way up. Then run my line here, which this is, I'm going to say, 1/2 inch or so diameter, running into the top of the tank. And it looks like that's got a little pop-off valve and stuff in there. I don't know how well that'd show up, but anyway, so I'm going to crank this thing back on. I'm going to see how long it takes to actually get this to fill up with air. I bet it takes 6-7 minutes, but we'll see. And you can see right there, it's on 0 right now. I'm going to turn it on, and we'll let it roll and see what happens. Alright, so that runs up to 175, I guess, before it kicks off. So that's 150, 160, 170, so it's about 175, which this compressor says 15.27 CFMs at 175 PSI. And also I was going to tell you, when I put this on here, I put rubber backing behind this, that way they don't vibrate and all that kind of stuff. Same deal up here, you can see that rubber tread back there, maybe, in between there. And that you hear bleeding down, that's going to bleed down for a while, because that's running all that air back through that the whole system, all air, you know, all that. So you can see here, that's going to drain that from 80 all the way, you know, from wherever it was, went all the way up to probably 175 or close. And that's, like I said, that's 3/4 pipe tap. The max, hopefully that shows that. It probably doesn't, because it doesn't look like it's focusing in. But that right there says max input is 175 PSI. So this one, full open, I'll let 175 PSI run into that tank. Or 170, something like that. What else? So yeah, as that runs down, we've been through this before, you'll see all the water automatically drain out of there. But guys, I've had no issues with this whatsoever, as far as any problems, any not being able to get my tank to fill up. You can see it's sitting there same as it was, and I think it's maybe this one here that's coming out of. Yep, it's just draining out of there. So there you see it's down to about 15 PSI, and it's getting ready to kick off. A lot of water for just filling that tank up one time. What else? Oh, the temperature. So looks like that got up to about 187 degrees, and the tank (93 degrees. Now, it's hotter than shit in here because I haven't been out here and I haven't turned the air conditioner on in the shop or anything. So, literally, it's 92 degrees in here. So that tank is ambient pressure or ambient temperature. So literally, that tank is cool as it is in this room. If I turn the air conditioner on, it'll run it down to about 75 degrees in here, and that tank will be 75 degrees. So I don't know if that's going to help anyone, but that kind of wanted to show my setup again. That way, you know, if I had any restrictions, I think that would be it. And it sure doesn't seem like it. Like I said, I cranked that dude all the way open, so it's not limiting any of the flow going in. And that's it. I've got another one down there, but that's after the compressor, and it goes into another big giant ass hydraulic hose, which comes into those 3/4 inch lines. It runs all the way up, over and across, and all the way across and way over there. So, and I've got several drops over there, but I never get any moisture out of this thing ever. I've told many guys it's probably one of the best things I've ever done for this compressor, and I still see guys having a lot of issues with their setup. You can see I've got another one right there, and that thing never gets any moisture in it ever. So it pretty much shuts down any problems I have with moisture in my lines or anything like that. But all right, guys, that's it. I'll talk to you next time. See you.